Hi. I'm supposed to answer a question, and that is, what is it like to be separated when I'm so old? 53, we'd been married for 29 years. But like I said in my previous video, there's 3 different kinds of separations, and I believe I'm in the separation of seeing if we can fix things. There's my kitty. Can we fix things in our marriage? Now, sometimes after being together so long, it's easy to just allow things to fall apart, especially when a lot of your marriage was chaos. Now, as my to answer that question, different. For myself, it came to a place of me just feeling numb. It didn't take much for me to say, okay, I'm done. And I asked my husband to leave. But that was years of building up to that point. Now, after this 6 months of being separated, during this time, my husband and I have still maintained contact, and we both thought of, do we want to just move on and just wait to see if we each find somebody else in our lives? My husband has apologized for things that he has done, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. In fact, as I remember back to years past, I can see areas where I made many mistakes. And so anyhow, the question was, how do I feel? Or how did I feel? I felt numb at the time. But I'm not ready to let go completely. So that's maybe part of your answer. There is, I'm not ready to let go completely. We've both been working on making changes. Both, for me, I made many mistakes. And as we talk about today, we talk about the past, we talk about where we made mistakes and where we allowed the other person to make mistakes, I guess, for lack of better words. Yeah, for each person, it's going to be different, and that's all I can say. All I can say is it felt good at the time. But I felt numb, and I had to sleep. Like, because of my chronic illnesses, I slept for a long time. Now, I can't say I slept for 2 months straight, but pretty much. And it was hard on my son, my 16-year-old. But we were living with my daughter and son-in-law, which did help. And I was able to heal a lot there. And I was able to think a lot there. And even during that time, my husband and I would talk on the phone. And even though, my kids think that we should not ever get back together, I think there's room for forgiveness. I think there's room because neither of us were perfect. I believe that we both got married thinking that we were very mature and knew a lot. We were 23 years old. And life got in the way. Life got in the way. Hurts happened. We had our kids too early, but I love the 3 of them so much, and I would never want to give that up, but I do feel bad that they went through so much hurt at our immaturity as parents. And there's nobody out there in this world that is or perfect. Go lay down, please. And so what I'm saying is this, you know, each one of us who decide to separate from our spouses, do you both want to make an effort to make things better? If so, there's a chance, there's a possibility. If there's only one of you who wants to make that change, well, it's not going to happen. But in my instance, we both want to make a change. And one day I might introduce him to you. I know you've seen him, I think, in a couple videos. Or if you look way back at my past videos, you will also see us together a few years ago. So that's, I can't really answer that question, how does it feel to separate at such an old age, because I didn't do it with the hopes of separating forever. All right, so just a quick note here. Here I said that my intention was never to separate permanently. That is not 100% true, because at the time when I left, I was so angry. I was numb, but I was angry. But yeah, I had no intention except for deep down inside. So I would say and feel, I don't want to ever return. I don't want to ever get back together. I don't want to give him a chance. But at the stage where I'm at right now, I do want to give him a chance and see what happens. So we'll continue with this video. My hopes was that we would be able to fix things, but it would have to take both of us to do so. And as it stands, we are both communicating, we are both talking, and we would like to make it work. We're not rushing into anything though. We're not rushing moving back together. So in my place, it was the last helpline, I guess, to see if we could save our marriage. And this time I didn't talk to my husband about it. I just did it. It was the only way. But after the case fact, we did talk, and we continued talking. We have a business together, which he does most of. And that's all. Neither of us had a real good role models as parents, married couples. But we want to change that, and we hope that is going to happen. So I hope this helps. Well, hopefully that made sense to you. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you on the next video. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Love you lots.